Yo guys, before we begin today's video, I really want to give a big shout out to my brand new channel, which is already popping off like crazy thanks to you guys. 5,043 subscribers already, 430 subscribers. It's called Theories, Tales, and this is essentially, if you ever liked the fan fictions that I did on this channel, this is all fan fictions, but not just of Star Wars. It's going to be of everything. So I've gone on to create my first story already, and I just uploaded the part 2 about an hour ago, and really immersive. We can go into any universe, galaxy, made up, whatever you want. And in this one, well, you guys can check it out. It's already pretty popular just 5 days ago. So I hope you guys will check out this channel. It's something I'm going to be focusing on a lot. It's going to be taking a lot of my time. And eventually I'd like to compile all the short stories into a book, into volumes. Theories, Tales, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and publish my own books, and then eventually move on to making a full storybook. So please check it out. Theories, Tales means a lot to me, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Thanks. What's up, guys? So it seems The Mandalorian Season 4 is not going to be a show anymore, but actually it's really turning out to be a movie. The headlines are starting to make the rounds here, 11 hours ago, 12 hours ago, a day ago. It's literally very recent. Mandalorian Lucasfilm may be developing Season 4 as a movie after all. And a lot of this actually doesn't come from a leaker or anything like that. It comes from Zack Snyder. So, let's see what he has to say. Despite initially dismissing the rumor, the Hot Mike's Jeff Snyder is now hearing that the next season of the Disney Plus Star Wars series, The Mandalorian Season 4, might be a feature after all. Which, honestly, I am so down for over a show. I'm so tired of these Disney shows. We'll get into that. Previous reports have indicated that the Rey-focused movie starring Daisy Ridley would be the next Star Wars film to hit theaters. But Snyder is under the impression that it'll actually be The Mandalorian. I was under the impression that it would have been the Dave Filoni movie. So this is actually good news. A couple of months ago, I shot this one down, says Zack Snyder, that there were rumors that Season 4 of The Mandalorian could be turned into a movie. I think at the time I didn't think that was necessarily the case. However, that is now what I am starting to hear, that the odds are in the project's favor. Whatever Season 4 of The Mandalorian turns out to be, whoever is in it, what it turns out, whatever shape it takes, it is looking like that could be the next Star Wars movie, and that might be the thing that's announced before the end of the year. I mean, we've only got like 3 weeks left, so not even. The Mandalorian has been a massive success for Disney Plus streaming service, and even though viewership has slipped since the first season, bringing the show to the big screen would be a somewhat surprising development. Fully agree. I think the only thing now to do is to go back to the roots, and that's by releasing Star Wars in movie format. Putting butts in seats, selling tickets. That's what's going to make them a ton of money, and it's what's going to create a lot more hype and buzz. I have grown to absolutely detest Disney Plus shows for Star Wars, Marvel, whatever it might be. They literally have a story that could span an episode and a half, and they stretch it into 8 episodes minimum. I think this is such clickbait. It is so cheap, and it's absolutely ridiculous, the fact that they do this kind of crap with writing stories just to fill in gaps so they can fit time slots for every week to have a new show, all in the name of creating a longer subscription time for Disney Plus, right? If they release all the shows, all the episodes within 1 week, you're going to have Disney Plus for maybe a week, and then you're going to cancel it. So they'll get 1 month's worth. But if they have it for 8 weeks to tell a story that's been so thinly dragged out, you got a story that's this big, you just squish it and you just freaking drag this thing out so long when you can get to the point within, let's say if it was a movie, 45 minutes at most, half an hour. And, like a quarter at most of the whole show, of the whole movie. And they just drag it out for 8 episodes, and I'm just so sick of it, dude. I'm so tired of it because it's just, you're getting a diluted story. You're getting a whole bunch of crap that you didn't sign up for, you didn't want, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show with Reva and Leia and all the other crap that was in there with the Inquisitors, which didn't even really look like Inquisitors at the end of the day. I mean, every time I talk about the Kenobi show, I get extremely emotional because it was just something so important to me, and it just makes me so mad. So I'm done. I'm done with Disney Plus shows. I really want to just focus on movies, because with a movie, you sit, you watch the whole thing, and you finish it, and that's it. Okay, let's wait another 2-3 years, just like the prequels, and then we'll get the next installment, and it's going to be a banger from start to finish. Brilliant, amazing, beautiful. Let's just go back to that. No more of this show crap. I mean, look, from a financial standpoint, shows are amazing for YouTubers. You get to do watch parties every week. There's theories and stuff you could do. out the yin yang for the whole week until the next episode comes out. Financially, monetary, great. I don't give a shit about that. I want good Star Wars, okay? When Star Wars is thriving, that's when I'm happy. And with these shows, we're just getting milked down versions of a story that could otherwise be told within 2 to 3 episodes maximum, but they're just so diluted and stretched out with a whole bunch of crap filled in between, literally filler, that we don't need. If you were to turn the Obi-Wan Kenobi show into a movie, my God, do you know how much stuff they would cut out? I mean, George cut out so much important stuff with Revenge of the Sith because it would have made the runtime too long. And that's Revenge of the Sith. This is like the most important Star Wars movie that he ever made because it's literally what binds everything together with glue, right? It's the end of the prequel trilogy and what's going to be leading into the original trilogy for Darth Vader, right? So imagine what these guys are just like filling in a whole bunch of fluff and crap for their shows. I'm not for it anymore. So if they're going to make The Mandalorian a movie, I think that is one step in the right direction for Star Wars. No more these crappy shows. The only ones that are great are the animated ones. Clone Wars, Bad Batch. I like Bad Batch, you know, it's fine. Tales of the Jedi. Everything that's animated as a show, I think is brilliant. Everything that's live action, you know, Andor even, that was fine as a show. But anything else, I'm just not feeling it, dude. Unless they start to really cut out the crap, literally and figuratively, then they'll be able to actually tell a very compelling show. Like, you know, House of the Dragon, which I haven't watched, they keep saying. Or Game of Thrones, which was great. I watched the whole thing, all seasons. The last one sucked, but we all know that. So there are a lot of shows that could be absolutely fantastic and are fantastic, and they could do that with the Star Wars ones. It's just a matter of, are they going to hire writers that just drag things out and make super long seasons for no apparent reason, only to leave us on cliffhangers every episode for something that could be explained like that, and continuously open the story and transcend the story to where it needs to go, filling in what would otherwise be maybe 3 seasons of a show into 1 season. And I just think it's such a cheap trick, and people are really waking up to it, and they see it in their numbers because it's just tanking really bad. There's no reason The Mandalorian Season 3 should have tanked as bad as it did, right? So it's time to get Star Wars back on top, and that's what I always want, and that's what I've always wanted, and that's what I would like to see. And the way to do that is with Vader Episode 2. No, I'm just kidding, but probably. The way to do that is with, I'm very confident in it. You'll see it when you see it. Vader 2 and 3. But the way to do that is to put butts in seats. With these tickets, with these movie tickets. Tell a story from start to finish. Done. We'll see you in a couple years. That's it. No more of these shows, dude. Get your shit together, Disney. Come on. Ruining a brand. You're ruining this fantastic brand. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Do you want it to be a movie or a show? I do love watch parties with you, though. See you guys later. May the Force be with you.